Breaking Barriers interview series, where we interview amazing, trailblazing female executive C-suite leaders, and they're able to share awesome insights so that we can inspire aspiring female executive leaders. We aspire them, encourage them to really take charge and to lead with full or maximum influential power. So today I have the joy and the pleasure of interviewing Ms. Sybil Imel. And Sybil actually she's a crystal executive with extensive experience in the, I would say, holistic wellness arena. So I'll have her give further details on her experience there, but it's a joy to welcome her to Breaking Barriers Boost Through Breaking Barriers interview series. Welcome, Sybil. Welcome to
Hey there.
Show.
And thank you, Saskia. This is awesome. I'm so excited and delighted to dive in a little bit more with, I guess, how I got here and what I've been through to reach the places that I've reached with this company, which is the Crystal Executive level. But it's a health and well-being company here in Chandler, Arizona. So it's right in my backyard, your backyard, and that makes it really exciting. But I've been with Isagenix for 8 years now, and really just trying to find a fit after being with another network marketing company for over 23 years. It was the Pampered Chef, and I was an executive in that company too. But I'd really hit a place where I had to get really firm with being paid what I was worth. And I actually had just watched my father die from complications from open heart surgery. And if you know the party plan concept, you've got to actually go to people's homes to do parties. And when you have a father that's ailing in intensive care in another state, that makes it very difficult. So I made the decision to move to a health and well-being company actually on the way home from his funeral. And I realized, wow, job security. People ain't getting any healthier. So I knew it was really time for me to move to a health and well-being or a health industry space, job, work. And I was already a fitness instructor in the mornings. I taught cycling classes for 23 years. So it was a really good fit to marry these two businesses, my fitness career, and then now health and well-being, nutrition, beauty, wealth creation. So I took it real seriously, and I really, really did go rather quickly in this company to get to that executive level. And I've been able to help 7 friends get there too, to have that same level. So it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I'm sure you'll hear kind of my passion come through, but I'm really, really pleased to be here today to educate people on really what I think it takes mentally and, spiritually. And I think that Saskia is going to guide us through a lot of that today.
Yes, thank you so much. Brilliantly said. Wow, what an extensive career. It's just an honor to talk with somebody with your wealth of experience and to know and to sense that you have pivoted so beautifully, right? And you have basically evolved, and most importantly, you've helped others along the way to do the same. That is highly commendable. And we at Boost Through, we love to hear that and to converse with people who have done it like yourself, and willing to lend a helping hand to others to lift them up as well, other females that are coming up. So thank you. It's really a pleasure having you here. So in terms of, let's get into the specific challenges you faced in terms of cultivating resiliency, because you had to have resiliency in order to overcome particularly the personal situation with your dad and being able to maneuver, career transition, make that career transition, so to speak. So what are the challenges that you've experienced in terms of cultivating resiliency in that respect?
Well, again, being able to link arms with a company that pays you really what you deserve. And knowing that so many of my friends and family would be facing the same thing that I was facing, it became a real pain point. I saw a big need. I happened to be turning 50 that year. I'm now 58. So I also wanted to be in the best shape of my life. And I think that we all have to take our health into our own hands and become our own advocate. Nobody else is going to do it for us. And in this case, where my father actually had a genetic defect in his heart, I had to face that and look at the thought that I could potentially be carrying this and my children. So quickly, we all did what we had to do medically, but what do you do moving forward? And our nutrition and what we put in our mouth and what we do daily to move our bodies is really up to us. Nobody is going to do it for us. And as a fitness instructor, I could have my class with me for a full hour and work them really hard and work them to their full potential. But what they did with the other 23 hours of the day, I wanted to have some impact on that too. So partnering with a health and well-being company that allows full meal replacements and a ton of encouragement, culture, community, definitely some amazing income, that it felt very, very complete. It felt like I was able to educate them, work them out, but then still have some impact in what they did with the rest of their day. And starting with that company in the year I was turning 50, that was great. And it was really fun to have some amazing nutrition, some convenient ways of eating, 2 meal replacements a day. I lost 12 pounds. I went into my 50th birthday feeling and looking great. But now I've found that we're really pivoting towards like retirement. And that is really helpful, I think, too, with Isagenix in the way that they pay us. This is a company that pays us. It's a legacy company. I can leave this to my children and my children's children. It never dies out. It never resets. It never flushes. So I understood that the work that I was doing in that year that I was turning 50 would pay me for the rest of my life, my children's life, my grandchildren's life. I don't have grandchildren yet. I'm hoping for them. But I really wanted to make a legacy and an imprint in this major decision that I had to make when I was turning 50. So I think our company, thankfully, they've aged with me, and now we're really, really operating strong in the beauty space, the anti-aging market, memory, focus. It just feels like that decision I made has worked with me through all of the transitions that I've made in the last 8 years. And I'm so glad that I did get to that point 8 years ago. But it's been fun. I do have 10,000 people on my team, 7 of which I mentioned earlier have also hit this level of executive. And it's helpful to have systems in place. It's helpful to be on a really active team that all of us together collaborate and help each other and let each other know what's working and what's not working, letting each other know when we pivot, when we change up the way that we're currently doing things, and really share some fun, creative ideas.
Wow, wow. And I believe you've definitely touched on how you were able to build that strategic network, and personal resilience network, by having all those, women gathered together to really be that positive reinforcement for each other, to help them through those transitions, or, they